Ever dreamed of watching lions roam free, or elephants crossing vast plains at sunrise? A safari isn't just a trip. It's a once-in-a-lifetime adventure that belongs on every traveler's bucket list. While there are many types of safaris, from rainforest to the sea, even polar islands, the classic Savannah safari remains the most popular choice for first-timers. And for good reason. It's iconic, beginner-friendly, and perfect for wildlife lovers of all ages. You'll travel by jeep or take easy-paced walks. No intense trekking required. Picture this: golden sunrises over endless grasslands, the silhouettes of giraffes, and the thrill of spotting elephants, lions, zebras, and more, all in the wild. So if you're excited but a little unsure where to start, don't worry. This video is your complete guide to planning your first Savannah safari. Let's dive in. So, where's the best place to begin your safari journey? For most first-timers, the answer is clear: Kenya's Maasai Mara. Known as the birthplace of the modern safari, Kenya delivers some of the most iconic wildlife encounters in Africa, and the Maasai Mara is the crown jewel. It's incredibly beginner-friendly, easy to reach, packed with wildlife, and home to the legendary Big Five: lions, leopards, elephants, buffalo, and rhinos, all of which you might spot in just a single day. The Mara's wide-open plains make animal sightings remarkably easy, especially compared to the dense vegetation of other regions. Add in experienced local guides, well-developed infrastructure, and a full range of accommodations, from budget-friendly camps to luxury lodges. And it's no surprise that so many first-time safari-goers choose to start here. When it comes to safari, timing is everything. Wondering when to visit the Maasai Mara? It all depends on what you want to see. July to October is the most popular time to go. It's the dry season, and it's when the legendary Great Migration passes through. Picture millions of wildebeest and zebras crossing the Mara River, while predators wait in ambush. It's dramatic, unpredictable, and absolutely unforgettable. Migration is a vital part of wildlife behavior, as animals move in response to changing climates and resources, which is why choosing the right time is key if you want to witness this rare spectacle. November and December follow the short rains, bringing lush green landscapes, incredible bird life, and quieter parks. A peaceful, underrated time to visit. January to March marks the calving season. This is when you'll see baby animals taking their first steps, with predators always nearby. It's a favorite time for wildlife photographers, and a great option if you prefer fewer crowds and more intimate sightings. The truth is, there's no bad time to go. Each season brings its own highlights, so the best time is simply the one that aligns with your safari dream. Next, let's take a look at how a typical safari day unfolds. Most days start early, really early. Around 6 a.m., you'll head out for your morning game drive, just as the golden light spills across the savannah and the animals begin to stir. This is prime time for spotting lions on the move, elephants at watering holes, and predators returning from the night's hunt. The bush feels alive. After a few hours of wildlife tracking, you'll head back to your lodge or camp for a well-earned breakfast and some downtime, maybe even a nap, with the peaceful sounds of nature all around you. In the late afternoon, it's time for a second game drive. As the heat fades, animals reappear, grazing, roaming, and gathering in the golden light once again. The day ends with a sundowner, a classic safari tradition. Picture this: a cool drink in hand, the sky ablaze with shades of pink, orange, and purple, and a giraffe silhouetted against the horizon. Pure magic. After dinner under a starlit sky, you'll drift off to sleep to the distant calls of hyenas, or the occasional roar of a lion. It's peaceful, it's exhilarating, and it's unlike anything else you've ever experienced. Before you head out, here are a few essential tips to help you make the most of your first safari. Dress the part. Stick to light, Neutral colors like khaki, beige, or olive green. These shades help you stay cool and blend into the landscape, which also makes it easier to get close to the animals. Avoid bright colors or bold patterns, and definitely skip anything blue. It attracts tsetse flies. Long sleeves and pants are also great for protecting against mosquito bites. Pack smart. Bring sunscreen, insect repellent, a wide-brimmed hat, sunglasses, and a light scarf, especially useful for dusty drives. And don't forget a reusable water bottle. Staying hydrated is essential when you're out in the bush. Safari Jeep rides can be bumpy. That's part of the fun. But if you tend to get motion sickness, be sure to bring along some medication just in case. Better to be prepared than miss a moment of the action. Bring binoculars and a good camera. While your guide will get you as close as possible, some of the best moments, a leopard in the distance or a rare bird in a tree, are best captured with a zoom lens. Be patient. Safari isn't a zoo. The wildlife is unpredictable. Sometimes you'll wait in complete silence. Then suddenly, something unforgettable happens. That quiet anticipation? It's part of the magic. Ask questions. Your guide isn't just a driver. They're a walking encyclopedia of the wild. Ask about animal tracks, behaviors, local plants, or even traditional stories. It'll turn your safari into something truly immersive. Most importantly, stay present. Put down the camera from time to time and just soak it all in. The sounds, the scent of the grass, the breeze, the stillness. That's the part that stays with you long after the trip ends. Feeling inspired to plan your very first safari? Our travel experts are ready to craft a personalized journey just for you. Feel free to reach out anytime. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. We'd be happy to help. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with more people. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel inspiration. See you out there in the wild.